This is News 3 Now at 5.
Thanks for staying with us at 5, everyone. Eric will be back on Monday. Madison streets crews say they finished their initial plowing phase just about an hour ago.
You don't have a whole lot of time to finish your cleaning up your sidewalk because there's more snow on the way later this week. Let's get a look at your first warned forecast. Meteorologist Dana Fulton is out on the weather patio. Welcome back, Dana.
Yeah, glad to be back in the snow right now. And I know a lot of us had a little bit of cleaning up to do when we woke up this morning. Hopefully you got that cleaned up. If not, you do have a little longer before our next snow event starts to build on in. Now, Rock County, we saw reports ranging anywhere from 8 to 9 inches around the Beloit and Janesville area. Here on the backyard patio, we picked up about 6 inches of snow, and towards Prairie du Sac a little less, and that 3 to 4 inch range. That's overnight and into tomorrow morning, or into this morning, as the snow wrapped up early today. Right now, we've got snow on the ground throughout the entire state with those very high amounts well to the north, and we're going to add on a little bit more before we get through the end of the week, or I guess for the start of 2021. Right now, radar is quiet. We don't have anything coming through for tonight. Tomorrow, of course, for New Year's Eve, we're expecting partly sunny skies and a chilly day. Temperatures will be in the mid-20s. We'll be dry for New Year's Eve, but as we look ahead to New Year's Day on Friday, there is some snow, possibly mixed with a little freezing rain. That's going to add another bit of a light snow event for us on top of what we already have on the ground. So we'll take a closer look at some timing in just a few minutes.
All right, Dana, thank you. The city of Madison has declared a snow emergency. That means alternate side parking rules are in effect for the entire city tonight, including the snow emergency zone. All residents who park on the street need to have vehicles on the odd house numbered side, since tomorrow is December 31st. Anyone in violation could be fined $60 or have their vehicle towed.
Officials with the Madison Streets Division say all areas of Madison, including neighborhoods, should have seen snow plows come through by now. They started this morning about 7 a.m. and they wrapped up at 4 o'clock this afternoon. 20 plows are still on the roads from now until midnight to apply sand to slippery areas and clear snow from areas previously blocked by cars. Drivers are asked to give plows extra space on the road and use off-street parking if possible. And a reminder, the deadline to shovel off your sidewalks is tomorrow at noon. If you don't, you could face a $124 fine, and a second citation could cost you almost $200. And if you haven't already, now is the time to download the Channel 3000 Weather and Traffic app. It'll be a great tool to have ready as that next storm moves our way. It will give you the latest forecasts for your specific location, and it will let you know when any severe weather is headed your way. It can also help you keep tabs on road conditions. It's free to download for both Apple and Android devices.
Well, nearly 100 first responders in Rock County are getting the coronavirus vaccine, albeit on a short notice.
It's all because of a surplus of vaccines at 2 area hospitals. Our Adam Duxter joins us live tonight with why this is happening. Adam?
Well, healthcare representatives told me today that they either had to choose between finding more recipients for those vaccines or having them go to waste after both Beloit Health Systems and Mercy Health in Janesville said they had extra doses that had a very, very limited shelf life. And that's why in Beloit, nearly 24 firefighters were able to get the vaccine early. And in Janesville, roughly 100 law enforcement officers, split between JPD and Rock County Sheriff's deputies, got it early too. Beloit Fire's deputy chief says the process itself moved pretty fast.
They had extra doses left over when they opened up a vial. They had doses left over, and we were getting contact and saying, hey, can you send some staff up if you have some that are interested? And so that has been kind of the process.
Now, this happened earlier this week, and I'm told all of those first responders who got the vaccine at the hospitals will then return to the hospitals for their second vaccine in the upcoming weeks. And as for when all first responders in Rock County could start to see the vaccine, well, Murray says he hopes to see that happen in the next few weeks.
Adam, thank you. Emergency management officials say EMS agencies across Dane County started receiving vaccines yesterday. Public health officials are administering the vaccines at the Alliant Energy Center. EMS personnel are at high risk of COVID while providing medical care in emergency situations.
Across Wisconsin today, health officials confirm more than 2,500 new COVID cases and 33 new deaths. 128 people have been hospitalized in the past day. 20% of hospital beds in the state are open for new patients. Wisconsin's DHS officials gave University Health Services the go-ahead to start vaccinating those who are eligible on the UW-Madison campus. UHS has not received its first allocation of the vaccine yet. The interim director of medical services says although it could be months before students and employees can be vaccinated, this is an important and hopeful first step.
California Governor Gavin Newsom announced the first case of a new COVID-19 variant confirmed in the southern region of that state. It follows the first reported U.S. case in Colorado, where a National Guard member tested positive. A second case is suspected in another Guard member. The two were deployed on December 23rd to a nursing home with an outbreak of the virus in a small town outside Denver. The new and seemingly more contagious variant of COVID-19 was first identified in Britain and has also been found in several other countries.
Now, Workforce Development says it has cleared the backlog of regular unemployment claims. Amy Reed spoke with the new secretary designee of the department and joins us now to explain what she's doing to help prevent this from happening again in the future.
The new secretary was announced this morning within minutes of the announcement that the backlog has been cleared. Now, that doesn't mean that everyone has been paid yet, just that the Unemployment Insurance Division is back to its normal winter workload now. Secretary designee Amy Pahacek told me around 5,000 people are now in adjudication, down from the more than 100,000 in September. She said the backup for other pandemic-related assistance has been cleared for about a month. Part of what helped move things along is the partnership with Google Cloud, which she said will be able to help in future influxes the system will have.
We had a lot of back-end manual processes that required, people to do data entry. It took a long time. We were able to get some of those automations, which are in process now, which will just help continue the workflow efficiencies going forward.
She plans to do more, too. Another problem she and others at DWD identified was in the application for unemployment, which has a lot of jargon. Now they've written a plain language application, and they're taking feedback on it. There are other hurdles to get past this to keep this from happening again, and that comes back down to the computer systems they'll use. I'll tell you her plan for that tonight at 6.
We'll see you then. Amy Reed reporting live. Thank you. Wisconsin Assembly Democrats might skip inauguration next week because Republicans are not requiring masks in the chamber. Governor Evers swore in all 38 Assembly Democrats virtually on Monday, so they don't need to attend next week's ceremony to start their terms. Assembly Speaker Robin Vos said in a statement that lawmakers would be asked to wear masks during the new two-year session, but didn't say they'd be required.
The Badgers are celebrating a win against Wake Forest in the Duke's Mayo Bowl in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Sports Director Zach Hanley shares highlights and how the post-game celebration may have gotten just a little out of hand, literally. Zach?
Yeah, we'll call it a fumble, but I'll get to that in a bit. But at the start of the game, we didn't think there'd be some celebration. Down 14-0 right off the bat, but like they've done all year, Wisconsin fought through adversity and found a way to get the job done against Wake Forest. Tied at 21 in the third, and that's when the fun began. Deacons driving, and Noah Burke says, "I'll take that." The first of 4 straight Wake Forest drives where Wisconsin ended them with an interception. And 2 plays later, the Badgers would turn the turnover into points. Graham Mertz drops back and hits a wide-open Mason Stockey. Scotty scored 28 straight points to cap off their season with a 42-28 win in the Mayo Bowl.
Anytime you get to send the seniors out, I think is the biggest thing, and finishing the season on a win, another huge thing. Going into the offseason, no matter what it is, going into the offseason feeling like you were able to build some momentum at the end, I think is a huge thing for us.
Now, the only downside from the day, as you mentioned, Mark, during the celebration in the locker room, Graham Mertz dropped the trophy and shattered it. And Paul Chris said they just wanted everyone to have a piece of the trophy.
Spilled mayo. I hate when that happens. All right, Zach, thank you.
They had mayo on their hands. Of course they couldn't hold on to it.
That's right, slippery.
Coming up next at 5, British regulators have given another COVID vaccine the green light. We'll hear from a local doctor about why the shot from Oxford University and drug maker AstraZeneca is a game changer. And then coming up tonight on News 3 Now at 6, it's something the Madison Streets Division gets a lot of complaints about. We'll go behind the scenes with the crew to learn about their process for removing snow from residential areas. We'll have that story coming up at 6.
And on Wall Street, all green arrows. The Dow gains about 74 points for a record close. NASDAQ is up 19. The S&P 500 gains 5. We'll be right back.
It's the Portage Furniture Store's New Year's sale on now. Get top name brands for every room in your house at guaranteed lowest prices. With Serta Queen sets from $3.99 and always free delivery. The Portage Furniture New Year's sale. Open New Year's Day 11 to 4.
Shop Wild Easttown Honda for clearance deals on over 400 new Hondas. Lease a new Civic for just $179. That's $179 and absolutely zero due at signing at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison. It's gotta be wild.
Wisconsin weather can be frustrating. Get the latest forecast, alerts, and detailed traffic reports from the News 3 Now team. Download the Channel 3000 Firstborn app, sponsored by Group Health Cooperative, and be prepared for anything headed our way.
What you see is important to you. How you see is important to us. We're Shopco Optical. You'll see.
2020 has been a year unlike any other.
And as we navigate the holidays, we hope you find joy and comfort
in the smiles of loved ones and the laughter you share.
In the tastes, smells, and sounds that kindle warm memories.
And in cherished family traditions, both old and new.
Here's to those who can't be with us, and until we can be together again, wishing you and yours a happy, healthy holiday season from all of us at News 3 Now.
When we hear a big storm's headed our way, some of us fall back into bed, some into fresh powder. Spending your day indoors or out, it's all about knowing what to expect. Watch News 3 Now for an accurate first-warn forecast so you can plan your perfect day.
Shop Wild Easttown Honda for clearance deals on 400 new Hondas. Lease a new all-wheel drive CR-V for $269. That's $269 and absolutely zero due at signing at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison.
It's the Portage Furniture Store's New Year's sale on now. Get top name brands for every room in your house at guaranteed lowest prices. With power lift chairs from $7.99 and always free delivery. The Portage Furniture New Year's sale. Open New Year's Day 11 to 4.
Hey folks, Thursday morning we close out 2020 by looking ahead to the new year and take a look at some safe ways for both kids and adults to ring in the new year. We'll see you starting at 4:30 on News 3 Now this morning.
At News 3 Now, we've been asking antenna viewers to rescan TVs in order to receive our boosted broadcast signal. If you're still experiencing problems after rescanning, you may need to install a UHF-VHF combined antenna. For more information, please go to channel3000.com.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
The fight continues in the U.S. Senate today, where Republican leaders are pushing to override the president's veto of a defense spending bill, and Democrats are demanding a clean vote on $2,000 stimulus checks. The Senate Majority Leader has introduced a new bill that would combine the larger payment with two of the president's unrelated priorities: the creation of a commission to study election fraud and the repeal of Section 230, which shields social media companies from lawsuits. Senate Democrats were blocked from bringing up a standalone bill passed by the House that would increase the stimulus payments.
Back in our area, Dane County snowmobile trails are officially open for the season. The Sheriff's Office says trails in the northwest, southwest, and southeast regions opened up at noon. Trails in the north central and northeast regions are still closed. Riders are encouraged to keep an eye out for uneven terrain and snow-covered icy sections. And snowmobilers will be happy with the forecast. Dana Fulton and backyard patio. More snow on the way.
More snow on the way. Man, I am itching to eventually get a snow sled going. We do have an alert day in the forecast for us for Friday after making it through that snow that we had, of course, overnight and into this morning. 1 to 3 inches possible on Friday. Some isolated areas could see just a little bit more. On top of that snow potential, there may be a little bit of freezing rain, mainly for areas southeast of Madison. Here's a look at our radar now. We're seeing a very quiet sky for us this evening. A few clouds still hanging out, and as we get ahead into tomorrow morning, skies expected to become partly cloudy for us overnight. For Thursday at daybreak, temperatures will be near 10, so we're looking at a chilly start to the day. And then Thursday afternoon, high temperatures are in the mid-20s. Of course, tomorrow isn't just a Thursday, it's also New Year's Eve. So we'll be keeping a close eye on those midnight temperatures as we get closer. Friday morning, the start of 2021 will be near 16 around midnight. And then for early Friday at daybreak, temperatures dropping just a little bit more, likely seeing those overnight lows hovering around the low teens, maybe seeing a few single digits for us to start off 2021. Now then, by Friday afternoon, that's when the alert day starts to really build into effect. Cloudy skies through the day, and we'll have some light snow developing in the afternoon, possibly mixed with freezing rain at times, as there is going to be temperatures, or we will see a few temperatures in the mid to low 30s. So we could see a little bit of a mix for us. In general, those snowfall totals hovering around about 1 to 3 inches. Some isolated areas in the southeast corner could pick up a bit more, but notice that cutoff line again. If you're looking for areas north and west of Dane County, likely not going to see anything coming down throughout Friday afternoon and evening. This wraps up overnight heading into Saturday. We aren't expecting anything else coming down for your weekend, but it could be a little messy outside for us for Friday evening. Looking at our temperatures, and that 6 to 10 day outlook moves us into the start of January. Very likely that we will be trending above average. So we do have some warmer days ahead, and that continues on towards the middle of the month. Overall, our precipitation trend seems to be likely we will be above average as well. So we will have a few chances for some light flurries and some light snow to pass through. For tomorrow, for your New Year's Eve, temperatures will be in the mid-20s for afternoon highs, partly sunny skies, and a little colder outside for the afternoon. And again, those temperatures at midnight will be dropping just a smidge more. We'll be in the mid to low teens overnight. The alert day for Friday, due to that concern for a little bit of mixed precipitation in the afternoon coming down northwest of Dane County. Not as much of a concern for y'all, but as we look towards the southeast corner of the state, could have a little freezing rain mixing in, and that could make roads messy later in the night. It wraps up overnight, heading into Saturday and Sunday. Nothing new on the forecast, just partly sunny skies and temperatures fairly close to average in the upper 20s. A little bit of a chance for flurries late Monday, and then as we look ahead to next week, the first full week of 2021, likely that we're going to see a few opportunities for some light snow, possibly some mix as temperatures start to climb up to the mid-30s for afternoon highs towards the end of the week, and that's that trend that we saw trending above average with our temperatures towards the end of next week. As far as road conditions right now, a lot of reports that things are getting overall clear on the main arteries, but some of those side roads or maybe the front of your driveway might be a little bumpy still. We aren't seeing any delays along the Beltline or 14 or 18 heading into western Dane County. The interstate's been pretty smooth today through Dane County and through Rock County, but still give yourself plenty of time if you can, and plenty of space between yourself with the car in front of you and any of our plow trucks that are still out. From Janesville to the Beltline, 25 minutes this evening, 16 minutes to get from Sauk City to Middleton, and Sun Prairie to downtown, a quick 9-minute drive. That's your first warn traffic.
All right, Dana, thank you. We could be closer to another vaccine in the U.S., and a local healthcare system is playing an important role. Brady Mallory joins us now with how AstraZeneca's vaccine could be a major source of relief. Brady?
Well, the UK just approved the AstraZeneca vaccine, and the first doses are expected to go out there on Monday. UW Health is one of the healthcare providers taking part of a clinical trial here in the U.S. Dr. William Hartman says the trial is going well, and it's in the final stretch of enrollment. He expects it to be done by mid-January. He says this vaccine doesn't require the super cold storage Pfizer's does, and that means it will be important for states like Wisconsin.
the reach are more rural communities, kind of the further corners of our state and of this country, and more globally, the entire world. This is going to be a very important vaccine because of both it being inexpensive to manufacture and put together.
Hartman says, once all the data is in from the trial participants, AstraZeneca will review it. And from there, it will go to the FDA, which then will either give it emergency use in the U.S. or not. Susan?
Actually, I'll take it. It's Mark. Thank you, Brady. Still ahead at 5, a new police academy in Missouri is making history as the first ever on a historically black college campus. Stay with us.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Hey, got a great deal at Toyotathon.
Got a great deal at Toyotathon.
You too, huh?
Got a great deal at Toyotathon. Yeah. Got a great deal.
Okay, it's the final days of Toyotathon. Yes. Time for you to get a great deal.
Right now, during the final days of Toyotathon, you can lease a new 2021 Toyota Camry for $239 a month. To learn more, visit Toyota.com.
It all ends January 4th.
Toyota, let's go places.
Get everything for your quick fixes at Menards. Gorilla products provide great results for tapes, glues, and adhesives. With great versatility, there's no job Gorilla can't tackle. A 35-yard roll of Gorilla duct tape is $6.99. Stock up on other necessities. Rayovac batteries last longer so you have power when you need it. A 30-pack of AA or AAA batteries is $9.99 right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Was the holiday season, and as is often the case, magic was found in an unlikely place. Molly tried her best to make introductions. Dad couldn't see past his grown-up assumptions. But thanks to fresh ham and warm apple pie, Dad was finally able to see with fresh eyes. With the freshest assortment to make everyone's faves, the happiest holidays start with Pick and Save.
At iMart Express, we've enhanced our safety and cleaning standards so that you can shop safely and save. Get 2 pairs of glasses for under $40 and 2 pairs of progressives for under $80. Shop safely and save at iMart Express.
Right glasses.
Right price.
Right now.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
We're going to find the perfect treat.
We're going skating. We're going to Nana's.
Wherever you go this holiday, Chevy can help you get there.
Which is why we're making our Chevy employee discount available to everyone.
The Chevy price you pay is what we pay.
Not a cent more. So wherever you go, happy holidays from Chevy.
Now through January 4th, use the Chevy employee discount for everyone to get over $5,800 below MSRP on this Equinox. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Get more local news now with Channel 3000 Plus, our free digital streaming service that brings you area news and info 24/7 from the News 3 Now team. Channel 3000 Plus. Download it today and watch from your streaming media player or mobile device. Download the Channel 3000 First Warn Weather app today.
4 days after a homemade bomb rocked the city of Nashville, there is new information that police may have gotten an important tip on the suspect more than a year ago. Police were warned that alleged Nashville bomber Anthony Warner was making explosives, according to a police report. The tip came from his distraught girlfriend in August of 2019. She told police that Warner, quote, was building bombs in the RV trailer at his residence. The police report reveals that officials saw the RV, but they were never able to make contact with Warner, and the report was later deemed unfounded.
Yesterday, the Justice Department formally ended its investigation into the 2014 shooting of Tamir Rice. The 12-year-old was killed by Cleveland police officers who mistook his toy pellet gun for a real weapon.
It was clear as day to me. My son was scared when they rolled up on him. They didn't even give him a chance to respond.
He rushed upon a child, got out of the car, and fired his weapon immediately. And you can tell that from the video. There's no pausing, there's no deliberation, there's no calling out warnings, there's nothing.
A 911 caller had alerted police about a, quote, guy pointing a gun at people and said the person was probably a juvenile and the gun was, quote, probably fake. That information was never transmitted to the officers who responded. In a statement Tuesday, the Justice Department said prosecutors found insufficient evidence to support federal criminal charges against the officers. The Louisville Police Department is seeking to fire 2 detectives connected to the death of Brianna Taylor. Detectives Joshua Janes and Miles Cosgrove received pre-termination letters from the police chief. A hearing on the matter is scheduled for tomorrow. Former Detective Brent Hankinson has been indicted, but not for Taylor's killing. He faces charges for allegedly firing blindly, sending bullets into the apartment next to Taylor's. A new police academy in Missouri is making history.
That's because it is the first ever on the campus of a historically black college. Elise Preston explains how the academy at Lincoln University is bringing new hope.
Lincoln University Police Chief Gary Hill is busy preparing to open a police academy on the campus in January.
It puts an academy right where we have a large amount of minorities living, so it gives them easy access to it.
The Jefferson City, Missouri campus is just 2 hours away from Ferguson, where the 2014 police shooting of Michael Brown led to protests and demands for change around the country. Hill says Lincoln's Academy will focus on both recruiting and training.
I think it's very important to understand that when we try to figure out why do we have so much tension between the minority communities and law enforcement, is to understand the history of law enforcement and history of the laws that law enforcement used to enforce, and that's the Jim Crow laws.
Data USA estimates less than 13% of officers nationwide identify as black.
Is there a problem with recruitment?
Yes, it's always challenging.
Linda Williams from the National Organization of Black Law Enforcement Executives says that needs to change.
Particularly in certain black and brown communities, because when law enforcement are present, it's in an adversarial manner, that you always see them in response to something, or as an occupying force instead of being guardians of that community.
Lincoln senior James Phillips says the academy has created buzz around campus.
Bringing that to an HBCU, a black university, it really brings a lot of joy to a lot of people. I know for me it does as well.
Chief Hill believes he's fixing the problem and hopes more black colleges follow his lead. Elise Preston, CBS News, New York.
And the Academy is accepting applications now for the in-person program.
Pretty exciting. We'll have a forecast when we come back.
Shop Wild Easttown Honda for clearance deals on over 400 new Hondas. Lease a new Civic for just $179. That's $179 and absolutely zero due at signing at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison. It's gotta be wild.
This is the big one, folks. The Brothers Maine Everything's on Sale sale. Right now, you'll get everything from Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana with blowout savings, like a Maytag washer for $3.99 and a Maytag dryer for just $3.99. And you'll always get more from the More store, like our risk-free 30-day price satisfaction guarantee. The Everything's on Sale sale, with more selection, more savings, and more satisfaction on everything. Now at the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
Do you take daily prescription pain medications, but they don't help enough? Do you want more options to better manage chronic pain? University of Wisconsin-Madison STAMP Study offers free, safe, therapeutic programs to address chronic pain. The programs occur once a week for 8 weeks and pays up to $340. Call 608-212-6902 today. Again, that's 608-212-6902.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, a name you can trust when service is a must.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection is here 24 hours a day.
7 days a week for all your residential and commercial plumbing services.
From installation, repairs, and maintenance to complete sewer and drain cleaning, we've got you covered.
Visit MononaPFP.com.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, a name you can trust when service is a must.
Nice sleep center, Bob. But what is a Bobopedic?
I could tell you, but I'd rather show you.
Oh, Bob's got a feel for your budget.
They deliver right to your door. With 30 years of sleep experience,
the best warranty, and so much more.
Bob's Bobopedic, from your head down to your feet, it feels like no mattress you felt before.
Wow!
Uh-oh.
Bob's Bobopedic.
2020 got you feeling like your life's on pause? Get moving again at Planet Fitness during our big end-of-year sale. Join for just $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, now through December 31st. And end the year on the right or left foot with tons of variety and space in our squeaky clean clubs. And use our app's new crowd meter to pick the best time to visit. Join for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment. Hurry! The big end-of-year sale ends December 31st.
5 Madison area locations. Sign up for $10 a month. Stop in today.
Shop Wild Easttown Honda for clearance deals on 400 new Hondas. Lease a new all-wheel drive CR-V for $269. That's $269 and absolutely zero due at signing at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison.
Before we leave you tonight at 5, let's get a final check on the weather with Dana.
Tomorrow's going to be a little colder outside for your New Year's Eve. New Year's Day is an alert day due to some light snow chances developing later in the afternoon and evening, and dry by the weekend.
All right, Dana, thank you. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you back here at 6 o'clock. Have a good evening.